Dom here from Essential RC. Thanks for tuning in for another flight test, which is kind of impromptu and unplanned I didn't think I was going to do it today. But Trevor's come round from Flying Fin RC. All right, Trev?
Hi, only come round because there was cakes.
Exactly. He's only come round because we offered him some cake. So, but we've had a good chat about things that we're doing next year. Actually, lots of exciting stuff, shows, and that we're going to visit. Maybe even the States, right, Trev?
Yeah, hopefully.
A few new things we're doing next year. So plans are going ahead on that. But what we're doing today is reviewing this little helicopter I have been sent. The Z1 or Z1, depending where you are, remote controlled helicopter, 4-channel single rotor helicopter. 15-minute flight time, it says here. Wind resistant level, suitable for wind speeds below 5 meters per second. So you can't fly this in particularly strong wind. It's for very low or zero wind outside or no wind inside. Now the scheme's on the box: blue that side, yellow and blue that side, but this was what was in the box. Los Angeles Fire Department scheme, which actually looks better than the schemes that are on the box. It does come with the controller, which has a lot of the normal features that you get on these small helicopters. 1 key takeoff and landing. It has an optical flow sensor underneath which you can turn off. And actually, if you're flying indoors over furniture, as I'm about to do, you should turn it off, because as you go over like a drop off the table, it's going to sense a change in altitude and it might behave a little bit strangely. So I think if you're inside, you should turn that off. And it tells me in the instructions that you can actually do that. It has 3 speed modes as well. Mode 1 is for indoor, probably because it'll just move and roll forwards and backwards and bank less, but then it will do more in modes 2 and 3 for outside. I think that's it, more or less. So let's, I've put 4 treble A's in this. Most of these things have double A's, but this is treble A's. This is why we took it down the flying field. Do you remember last week, Trev? And I only had double A's, so we didn't fly it. But I put my treble A's in there now, and we've charged up the little batteries with the provided USB lead, and it comes with spare main blades and tail rotor. I should add that as well. All right, so let's figure out how to get the battery in. That just pulls off the front. Then we slide in the battery, like so. Before we plug it in, there's no on-off switch as far as I can see, so we turn on the transmitter, keeping my fingers away from the blades because I don't really want to lose them. Turn that on, it's flashing. Up and down on the transmitter to arm the speed controller, and then it tells me here left button optical flow positioning on and off. So if I do, I think that means it's off. Let's hope. We'll test that anyway. Let's put the cover back on the front. Should snap back into position. I think we're good. There we go. Move the box out of the way. So you can take off by using the button or by putting the sticks to the bottom and the outside. So I'm going to do that actually. That's my preferred way of taking off. Here we go. This could be a disaster. Flying inside is very high risk. And my lovely, very expensive LCD TV is over there as well, so I'm a bit nervous about doing this. Whoa! Oh no! Alright, I'm getting used to it.
I think your dog had the right idea.
The dog has run off.
He's gone.
Alright. So it was a bit of a dodgy takeoff, but I'm good now, I think. Now, let's move over that way. I mean, that's pretty good, that's pretty stable. A little bit of drift, but it's almost, with helicopters, it can be impossible to eliminate all drift. Ooh. Nice scheme though. Does look good. Right, let's bring it back. Well, it wasn't a disaster. It nearly was. I think I just touched the ceiling. Let's try. I'm assuming that's optical flow off, but let's do this. It stopped flashing. Let's try this and see if it's any better. But I think this is optical flow on. So again, take off by putting the sticks to the corners. Nice take off. Whoa! Quite sensitive on the throttle. That's down, that's a little bit of up, and then it, you know, you get used to it. And I would assume it's on the default mode, speed mode. So it will go a lot quicker than this, and we'll do a video of it flying outside to show how quick it is. But it's quite horrible weather outside at the moment. Proper autumnal British weather, so we won't be going outside today. That's what I love about these little helicopters. You can fly them inside on a rubbish weather day. And keep that muscle memory, that RC muscle memory, finely tuned for when you go out next time. It's actually pretty stable. I'm quite impressed by that. Obviously, as you get closer to the ground, the updraft will affect it a little bit, but that's pretty good. I'm going to take my eye out. That's hands off, a little bit of drift. Yeah, so I think this is optical flow on. Alright, let's come in for a landing. Come on. Oh, look at that.
Perfect.
That was on the spot.
You've been practicing, haven't you?
I have with other helicopters, but I have to say this is really impressive actually. With others that I've flown, you'll kind of try and land and it will be kind of resisting because of the updraft, but this one absolutely no problem. It lands and takes off quite nicely. And others, when you take off, they will kind of spring into the air, and this one doesn't do that so much, so it's easier to achieve that kind of scale type of flying. So really nice. Okay, so this is the Z1 RC helicopter. The link for this is in the video description and the pinned comment if you want to look up the price. Mine came with 2 batteries and the charge lead, replacement main rotor blades and tail rotor, and the remote controller. You just need 4 treble A's to put in that, but pretty good. We'll be back with another video in the near future, and we'll let Trev try flying it outside to see how well it performs in a little bit of wind. But thanks for watching this one. We'll be back soon on Essential RC. Bye everybody. Thanks Trevor.
That's all right. Pleasure.
There we go.